Congratulations on the purchase of your new Masters of Motion Fun machine. Before you take to the turf, there are some things you must know about your new vehicle. This video is designed to highlight several of them. However, it is not intended to, nor can it replace our operator's manual. It is absolutely essential you read and understand all safety and operating instructions. They are extremely important and must be followed to help prevent injury or damage. It is important that the safety notice form included with the vehicle be signed by a parent or adult and mailed to the manufacturer within 10 days of the purchase date. This is required in order to activate product warranties. If the form was not included with the vehicle, please call 1-800-643-7332 to request one. The Masters of Motion Fun machine featured in this video may be different than yours. However, each has been designed and sold for off-road use only. Refer to your operator's manual for important specific assembly and maintenance information.
It's important to inspect your ATV before each ride to make sure its operating controls and parts are in proper working order. Check the engine's oil level. Add oil if necessary. Tighten the filler cap securely, then check for leaks. Check your manual for proper fuel type. Fuel should be added by a knowledgeable and capable supervisor outdoors in an open area. Do not refuel a hot engine, overfill or mix oil into the fuel. Replace the fuel cap tightly and check for leaks. Then, move the vehicle at least 10 feet before attempting to start the engine. Uneven or underinflation of the ATV tires can adversely affect the ATV's handling and tire wear. Check the tire pressure before riding when the tires are cold. Inflate to pressure indicated on the sidewall of each tire. And check the tread condition regularly. Consult your manual for proper tread depth and replace the tires when necessary. Your ATV uses chains to drive the wheels. Check the tension and condition of the chains regularly. Lubricate and adjust them as necessary, referring to your operator's manual for detailed instructions. Always check the throttle control before starting the engine. It should have free movement and snap back to the idle position when released, returning the throttle linkage to a closed position. Inspect for frayed cables or damaged cable housings and replace as necessary. Clear any mud, debris, or ice from the throttle cable and throttle mechanism on the carburetor. Inspect all fasteners on the ATV. Tighten those that are loose and replace any that are missing with the hardware specified in the manual. Verify that all axle and lug nuts are securely tightened and replace any that are missing. Make sure all protective guards are in place. The guards, covers, and pads are there to help protect you. They must be securely attached and in good condition when you're operating the ATV. Visually inspect all steering components for any looseness. Make sure the handlebars are securely fastened and turn freely from side to side. Check for proper toe-in of the wheels as shown in the operator's manual. Visually inspect the frame and chassis. Look for bent or damaged components and have them repaired before operating the ATV. You must read and understand all warning decals. Make sure they are legible and securely attached. Replace worn decals as necessary. For safe operation, important driver considerations must be made. Before allowing operation of the ATV, the supervisor must be sure of the following. The operator must not be too small or too large for controlled operation. All operators must be of sufficient age, understanding, mental capacity, and physical capability to safely operate the ATV. Also, drivers must never operate the ATV while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or medication of any kind. Always have a safety-conscious attitude. Take note of all warnings listed in the operator's manual to better understand how injuries happen and how to avoid them, and be able to choose a speed suitable for the riding conditions. ATV riding requires special protective clothing, which will make you feel more comfortable and can reduce the chance of injury. Your helmet is the most important piece of protective gear for safe riding. The operator must wear a properly fitting DOT or Snell-approved motorcycle type helmet. A pair of goggles or helmet face shield are necessary protection for your eyes. Off-road style gloves with knuckle pads are comfortable and offer good hand protection. The best footwear is a pair of strong over-the-calf type boots with heels, such as motocross boots. To protect your body, a long sleeve shirt and long pants should be worn at all times. For the best protection, add knee, shoulder, and elbow pads. And before riding, remove or tie back anything loose that can reach below the seat. Do not attempt to start or operate this ATV until you are completely familiar with the location and use of each operating control. It is the supervisor's responsibility to make sure the operator knows the primary features of the ATV, what they do, and how to operate them. They include the key switch, throttle control, engine stop switch, remote engine stop switch, brake levers, and parking brake button. Following the proper mounting procedures and maintaining a correct riding posture are important considerations when operating your ATV. Before mounting, set the parking brakes. While on the ATV, always keep your feet in the middle of the footrests and your toes pointing straight ahead and your knees in. Your head and eyes should be up and facing forward, with your back straight and your shoulders relaxed. Your elbows should be bent slightly out and away from your body, with both hands on the grips whenever you're moving. Proper starting procedures are as follows. Make sure the parking brakes are engaged and the operator is properly seated on the ATV. Then, make sure the engine and handlebar stop switches are in the on position and the tether is installed properly. Turn the key switch to the run position. If equipped, press the starter button on the left handlebar. When the engine starts, release the button. Test the ATV's handlebar stop switch. With the engine running, move the switch to off. If the engine does not stop operating, turn the key to the off position and consult your operator's manual. Do not operate the ATV until repairs are made. Check the tether stop switch to the rear of the seat. Disconnecting either the coiled tether or the training tether from the emergency switch must shut off the engine. If not, turn the key to the off position and consult your operator's manual. Do not operate the ATV until repairs are made. Check the idle adjustment. Make sure the torque converter does not engage and move the ATV when the engine is running at idle. Adjust as necessary, referring to the engine manual. Check the front and rear brakes. Perform the brake test as outlined in the operator's manual. Now that you are properly prepared to embark on your adventure, make sure you follow these tips on how to ride your ATV safely. Learn to ride on a flat, clear area free of obstacles. Practice in an uncongested area will increase your comfort and safety. Have an experienced driver assist you. Anytime you ride, be sure the area is safe and suitable for ATV operation. Most importantly, do not override your ability. ATVs are rider-active machines, and the use of good body weight transfer will increase stability and control while you ride. For example, to turn your ATV, slow down and steer in the direction of the turn, leaning your upper body to the inside of the turn while supporting your weight on the outer footrest. For uphill travel, position your body forward to shift your weight to the front of the vehicle to lessen the possibility of rearward tip over. For downhill travel, do just the opposite. Position your body rearward on the seat to shift your weight to the back of the vehicle. Always exercise good judgment when operating the ATV. You can be safe and have fun by following these basic guidelines. Don't allow anything to come in contact with the moving parts of your ATV, such as hands, feet, hair, body parts, clothing, or other articles. Slow down for turns and slopes. Don't race, jump, or perform stunt riding, spin-outs, and donuts. Never transport a passenger, materials, or animals on an ATV. In addition, it's recommended you become familiar with all local government laws and regulations regarding ATV use.
Congratulations again on the purchase of your new Masters of Motion Fun machine. By following these guidelines and those spelled out in your operator's manual, you'll have hours of off-road fun. Remember, you must sign the safety notice form and return it in order to activate available warranties. If you need parts or warranty service, call or take the vehicle back to the dealer from whom it was purchased.